Welcome to the Mojo Up Anti-Bullying Program, student training for grades 5 through 12. For more information or additional resources, please visit www.mojoup.com. Travis Brown, America's anti-bullying coach, is the founder of the Mojo Up Anti-Bullying Program. He has spoken to hundreds of thousands of students across the United States and Canada, and today he is here to share some information with you.
Hey, it's Mr. Mojo, Travis Brown, and I am blessed with the opportunity to speak all across the United States and Canada as America's anti-bullying coach. And I gotta admit, my job is pretty cool. I get to host celebrity events, speak to NFL football teams, even had my own show on MTV as a maid coach. But the truth is, my favorite thing to do is to speak to students just like you, to make sure that you know, believe, and understand that you make a difference. At Team Mojo, we call that UMAD, as in hashtag UMAD, because you make a difference. That means each and every one of you, every single day when you get out of bed, you will make a difference. The question is, will it be a positive difference or a negative one? See, you have the power to help people and you have the power to hurt people simply by the words that you use and the actions that you take. That's why I created the Mojo Up movement, to help students do it the right way. In fact, Mojo is simply when you combine the highest level of positive attitude, positive energy, excitement, enthusiasm, purpose, and passion. When you put that together in one spot and you live by it, that's what I call the Mojo. But we all know that success in life is really measured by how many other people we can help. So we created a battle cry, a call to action of Mojo Up. And that's when students raise their hand and they say, you can count on me. I will step in. I will reach out. I will get help. I will be the student that does it the right way to make a positive difference in the lives of other people. But as we talk about what bullying is and what we do to stop it, the big question often is, why does it even exist? And that's a simple answer. The first part is based upon the word normal. What is normal? Who is normal? Is Lady Gaga normal? Miley Cyrus? I guess it depends on who you talk to. See, my point is, we all have an idea of what we think normal is. What normal does, what normal looks like and acts like and talks like. What normal wears, where normal lives. I call that our normal box. And let me be clear. I'm not trying to tell you that your definition is wrong. I'm not even trying to change it. My concern is, what happens when a student doesn't meet or doesn't measure up to your version of normal? Often that's when they get the label of different. And if different just meant that it was different, that'd be okay. But today, people try to make it mean that it's something that it's not, that it's wrong, that it's weird, or simply not good enough. Now, I know I'm different, and I'm cool with that. But that doesn't mean that some of the things people say, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean some of the things that they've done to me, that didn't affect me. Because like most people, we're good at putting on a mask to pretend that it doesn't bother us. But on the inside, sometimes they get to our core. I call our core that place that holds all of our emotions, both the positive and the negative. On the positive, it holds all the things that make us smile, that bring us happiness, our greatest successes and joy in life. On the negative side, holds the hurt, the pain, the frustration, our failures, even our greatest insecurities. Our core often holds things that we don't want anyone else to know about our life, our world. The challenge is, everyone has a core, but we don't always know what it is for other people. For some people, it's just being made fun of because of how tall they are, how short they are, how much they weigh or how little they weigh, the clothes they wear, the only shoes they have. For others, it's about what team that they're on, what instrument they play, what group they're most associated with, or maybe it's even their family. Somebody's being made fun of because of a family member with special needs, a parent that's been incarcerated, or maybe one that you barely even know. Some students handle this differently. Some have learned to do it in a very positive way, others in a negative way. Some students just brush off those haters and all the negativity, and And they do it by listening to their headphones, writing, playing an instrument, running, getting involved in sports. These are positive ways, and you should look for some of these in your own world. But on the flip side, some students find themselves at their edge. They don't know what to do, who to turn to. So they turn to things like violence, thinking that's the answer. It only makes it worse. Some have dropped out of school. They still show up, but mentally they've checked out. Others have turned to drugs and alcohol thinking if they smoke enough or drink enough, maybe that will fix their problem. But that makes things even worse. Some students have begun to cut themselves or use self-harm, just trying to control that pain. And then there's 4,500 teenagers that every single year pay the ultimate price, suicide. Suicide is a permanent decision to a temporary problem. But we need to help students understand that and help give them a way out. And you can do that. You can be the person who does that for them. All you have to do is Mojo Up. The Mojo Up anti-bullying program helps schools achieve this by teaching students how to be leaders, how to help them start an anti-bullying task force, and provide tons of resources so you as students, you can make that positive difference, the positive impact. So my challenge to you is this. What will you do? Will you be willing to step in for somebody that's being made fun of? Will you reach out to the student that just needs somebody to know that they're okay after their bullying experience? Will you be willing to reach out and get help for them to a principal, counselor, teacher, or coach? See, the truth is, you can do this. You can be this. Remember, you make a difference. How your difference is made is your choice. So let me break down a few things, make sure we're on the same page, and make sure we're clear. I want to share with you some words so we understand what we're talking about. The first word is the word bully. Now, when I'm talking about a bully, I'm talking about any student who continues to use physical, verbal, or cyber forces to hurt, to harm, or to humiliate. It's that simple. But it's not just the bullies, because often it's the students that are being bullied, the people on the receiving end, the ones getting taunted, teased, and tormented, talked about. And then there's a group of students that we call promoters. They're always the ones saying, hey, do this, and say that. Oh, this is going to be funny. Trying to hurt people through other people. And then the last group is that group of bystanders. Those students that stand by and they watch. That means they see it in the hallway. They watch it go down, but they don't do anything about it. See, today is about challenging you to go, you can step in, that you can step up, that you could make a positive difference in the lives of other people. I was on CNN, and they were talking about a whole group of students that recently, what they did was a fight broke out. And they didn't step in, they didn't reach out, they didn't get help. They reached in their pocket, they grabbed their cell phones, and they videoed it. See, the truth is, it's time to stop videoing. It's time to start stepping in, to stepping up, to making that difference for those people.
Bullying has become such an important topic in this country that states are making laws to help put an end to it. Let's take a look at the definition of bullying based on some of the new state legislation. Bullying shall be defined as repeated use of physical, verbal, and cyber forces in a negative manner towards or in regard to another person. This may include, but is not limited to, actions of malintent concerning age, perceived reputation or family status, national origin, ancestry, gender, sexual orientation, political beliefs, race, color, or creed. Bullying that occurs on school grounds, immediately before, after, or during school hours, anytime the school is being used by a school group, organization, or off school grounds at a school-sponsored event or activity, or traveling to those school-sponsored events, or off of school grounds, are actions that may be considered a disruption to the school day or educational environment. This includes any use of school property or school-issued electronic devices. Wow, now that might sound a little overwhelming. So let's take a look at bullying in 3 different parts. First, we'll start with physical bullying. The repeated use of force toward a person's body or personal belongings. Some examples are hitting, kicking, tripping, throwing objects at someone, hair pulling, inappropriate touching, or damaging physical property. The next type of bullying is verbal bullying. This is when you repeatedly use negative or damaging words, including both spoken and written language, toward or in regard to another person. Examples of verbal bullying include name-calling, rumors, lies, racial slurs, threats, or using derogatory language and attacking someone's sexual orientation. Finally, we have cyberbullying. This is repeatedly using social media, email, or electronic devices in a negative manner, toward or in regard to another person. This includes things such as posting negative comments, creating fake profiles, sexting, tagging photos, posting negative videos, negative status posts, hate blogs or pledges, texting rumors, hacking profiles, or sending mean forwards. Now, bullying isn't just about the definition. It also includes several roles. Let's talk about this. In a bullying situation, there may be a bully, the person being bullied, a promoter, a bystander, or you, the difference maker. So let's hear Mr. Mojo explain these roles.
So let me break down a few things so we can get on the same page and make sure we're clear. Matter of fact, I want to share some words with you, some definitions. The first word is the word bully. Everybody say bully. Bully. Now, when I'm talking about bullies today, here's what I'm talking about. Anybody that uses physical, verbal, or cyber forces to repeatedly intimidate people in a negative way. That's what a bully is. But it's not just the bullies, because it's also the bullied, the people that are on the receiving end. They're getting taunted, they're getting teased, they're getting tormented. And then you have this group of students that never do anything. I call them promoters. They're right there going, oh, do it, say it, this will be funny. And they're always trying to get other people to say it, encourage people to do hurtful and harmful things. But the group I want to talk to most about today, they're called bystanders. Everybody say bystanders. Bystanders are those students that stand by and watch. They're in the hallway, they see it happening, but they don't do anything. They're in a classroom, they observed it, but they say nothing. They're at lunch, it was right there in front of them, but what did they do? Nothing. They stood by and they watched. Earlier this week I was on Headline News, which is a CNN affiliate, and they brought me on there to comment on a situation that just happened, where there was a fight at a school, and the school ended up suspending 27 students. That's because when a fight broke out between 2 girls, the 20 other students that were standing right there at that time, they didn't step in and get help. They didn't step up and try to help out who was in the fight. No, you know what they did? They pulled out their cell phones and they videotaped it. They recorded it, began to put it online and spread it. See, that's what bystanders do. But today's about leaders stepping in, stepping up.
Your school is currently implementing a new anti-bullying policy. It is important that you understand how it works. So first, let's look at the policy itself. You should make sure that you know what the policy is. That means knowing the definition of bullying at your school, how it applies to you, and the steps you should take when you're involved in or you witness a bullying situation. It is also important to talk with your parents about your school's anti-bullying policy so that everyone is on the same page. Next, you want to make sure that you understand the procedures that your school will use to handle a bullying situation. First of all, how can you report it? You can verbally tell an adult, you can write it out on an incident report, or you can make an anonymous report. Once the report has been made, your school administrators will research the situation using their investigation process. And finally, they will decide if the situation is founded or unfounded. Remember, not every situation is bullying. That's why it's important to know and understand the definitions. Additionally, if you fail to report bullying or falsely report it, discipline action may be taken. Finally, your school will take action through appropriate discipline and interventions. All students involved in the situation will go through a series of interventions in an attempt to prevent bullying from happening in the future. The Student Intervention Plan is designed to step in and advocate for the health and well-being of all students. The intervention plan provides opportunity for re-education, corrective behavior measures, and discipline for students that have been a bullying offender. Interventions for the bully and the bullied will be implemented. So really the question, after all of this information, is, how can you make a difference? You can make a difference by, if you see a bullying situation and you stand up. Tell the bully that that's not cool and you don't need to treat people that way. Reach out. Lend a hand to the student being bullied and let them know you're there to help. Then get help. Find an adult and report the bullying incident. You are a difference maker if you can answer yes to these questions. Do you believe in yourself, embrace your differences, and feel proud of who you are? Do you find and embrace the positives in others? Do you refuse to stand by when you see a bullying situation? Have you read and understand your school's anti-bullying policy? Do you know your school's process for helping yourself and others? Do you know who the key people are in your school that you can turn to for help? Are you comfortable talking to your parents about bullying? Are you prepared to always report bullying and never assume an adult saw it? Are you prepared to be as specific as possible in your report? Remember, if you don't report it, the school can't work to stop it. Make sure you're ready to provide them with details when reporting any bullying situations. Now here's Mr. Mojo one last time with a closing message just for you.
I sincerely hope that each and every one of you are ready to accept the Mojo Up Challenge and commit to making a positive difference. It's time to Mojo Up because you make a difference.
Good morning, Warner Walker Center. Today is Monday, September 21st, and I hope all of you are in pink all this week for breast cancer awareness. But I'm Jay Smith, and we have a great show for you today.
And I'm Chris, your driver's ed. You don't know when your class is? I got you. I got you.
What's up, guys? It's Tay here, honing it down in What's Up, Warren, and I've got the word for you seniors, so you might want to make sure you're still alert.
You know me, I'm in sports, and I got some sports news for you today, of course, so listen up for that.
But first, let's send it over to the pledge.
The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now will you join me for a moment of silence? Thank you.
See you at the poll. Will be Wednesday at 7 by the flagpole next to the Performing Arts Center, so you make sure you're there.
Just say no, members, your fundraiser and money are due today.
The next driver's ed education class starts Monday, October 26th and continues through December 16th at the Walker Career Center. The class is from 6 to 8, Monday through Thursday. Class size is limited, will be served on first come, first served basis, so head down there to the Walker Career Center and pick up your application now.
What's next, Warren?
Attention juniors and seniors. This week is College Go Week, the week that we get you ready for college. Now, as you might have seen last week, Chris and Colton were out and about checking out all the colleges and universities around Indiana. And well, they're back at it again, so let's check them out.
Have you ever been interested in owning your own business? Even if the answer is no, and you just want to move your way up in the company, here at IU Bloomington at the Kelley School of Business, they're ranked 20th in the nation on Forbes' list of best business degrees in America. Even if owning your own business is not your thing, IU is known for the wide variety of majors they have to offer.
And if you're like me and still not sure what you'd like to major in, College Go Week suggests that you think about your hobbies and if needed, take career interest assessment. Then find out which college offers that. To go learn more, go to indiana.org on tips and how you should reach out and
search for your major, right?
And search for your major.
Just do it.
Good morning, Warriors. CSC. We would just like to introduce to you the trivia that we're having this week in honor of College Go Week. So every day there's going to be a trivia question posted outside the CSC and on our Twitter and Facebook pages. So make sure to follow us at Warren CSC. And then you can put your name in to enter into the prize for a Subway gift card. Each day we'll be pulling a student's name from the winners. So see Mrs. Smith at the front desk of the CSC to enter into the drawing. Now back to the news desk.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Make sure that if you're in Just Say No that you're turning in your fundraisers and your money, and if you don't want to be on a scooter, make sure you're picking up those applications for driver's ed today.
Jay, you got your license already?
Yeah,
I got my license already. We don't need that. We already went through that process, but if you don't, make sure you go out to driver's ed, and I think that's going to do it for us here. Let's send it to What's Up, Warren with Tay.
What's up, Warren? Now let's start it off. Call-out meeting for the Interact Club will be tomorrow in the cafe at 3 p.m. The Interact Club is a group of students who like to give back. This year, they will be helping to give back to the community by assisting out with events that are very hands-on. Join the club to give a helping hand. Seniors, make sure you are taking care of business like getting your senior step card stamped and following Senior WCHS at Twitter and Instagram. All right, well, that's pretty short, but that'll do it for me. I'm Tay, sending it back to Jay and Chris.
Well, if you like giving back and like helping out your community, make sure you get involved in the Interact Club.
And make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram for any details you missed out on the show, and we'll have that there for you. And Jay, we have anything else?
Nope, let's send over to Colton Sports.
Last Friday under the lights, it was an East versus West rivalry with Warren Central taking on Ben Davis. The last time these two teams had met was last year at Regionals, where Ben Davis beat Warren Central in the final moments of the game. The Warriors came out on the field with the sole purpose to beat Ben Davis, and that's exactly what they did. By the late first quarter, Warren Central had already led 17-0. After both teams scored some more in the first half, things completely changed after halftime. Defense for both teams stepped up and made crucial plays, especially late in the fourth quarter when Warren Central stopped Ben Davis on a fourth down attempt. On offense, both running backs Jay Coe and Terry Hart played outstanding with support from offensive line who created the open holes for him. Your Warriors move on to 3-2 on the season, winning 45-28. Now this week is a special week here in the Warrior Nation, and James is in the sports scene to tell you more about it.
Hey, Warrior Nation, are you awake this morning? I'm Dave Calabro from Channel 13, and are you ready for Operation Football? Because we're coming for you, Warren Central. Be at the game early. Join me live on TV between 5:30 and 6:30 Friday night. We have a new Operation Football party truck, complete with a DJ and cool prizes. So be there and get loud and proud for Operation Football.
Like we announced last week, today is the kickoff for Pink Week here at Warren Central as we work with the athletic department to raise money and awareness about all forms of cancer. As you get out to any of the following events, take a pic and use the hashtag #DubCCrushAllCancer. Here's a look at what's going on. Tonight, the ladies soccer team take on Fishers High School at 5:30. This is a pink out game, so get your pink on. Tomorrow, it's the men's turn. Grab your pink and cheer on the men's soccer team as they battle Senior Memorial. Now check it out. Wednesday is 3-on-3 basketball challenge. For only $1, you can come and cheer on your friends. And if you're interested in putting a team together, go to the athletic department. You need to have 4 players max, 1 must be a girl, and you can only have 1 varsity basketball player on your team. The cost is $20 per team. Also, did I mention they would be selling cupcakes at the game? I think they're going to be pretty good. I'm going to go get some. Moving on to Thursday, the ladies volleyball team will be hosting Ben Davis at their own pink out game. Everything starts at 5:30. And the week finishes strong on Friday. Come decked out in your pink to the pep rally in Warrior Stadium at 6 a.m. WRTV6 will be there live, and you can get a free breakfast. You will not want to miss that. After school, hang around for the tailgate party from 4:30 to 6:30. Dave Calabro from WTHR Channel 13 will be here. Plus games, food, and for only $1, you can have your face painted pink. Then at 7, head over to the stadium for the kickoff. The game will be broadcasted on Hometown Sports Network, HTSN, but you also want to be in the stands decked out in all your pink to cheer on the Warriors. And if that wasn't enough, on Wednesday and Friday during lunch, you will have the opportunity to have your pinky painted pink in support of breast cancer awareness. Look for the booth in lunch, paint up, and then remember to take a selfie and post it to Twitter with hashtag #DubCCrushAllCancer. All money collected this week will be donated to Susan G. Komen and the Sun Foundation, both worthy causes that want to crush cancer as much as we do. That's all for me. I'm James Not Michael Jordan, sending it back to Chris and Jay.
Make sure you are making it out to all the Pink Out games this week, not just the football game. Make it out to all of them this week.
All right, speaking of Pink Week, 3-on-3 tournament. It's only $1. Come support for Susan G. Komen.
Hooper? I'm not a hooper.
What's up? Okay,
Not for
we'll
me.
get back to that later, but yeah, and the 3-on-3 basketball on Wednesday, also Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, all Pink Out events going on. It's for a great cause. We need your support, Warrior Nation. The team's love it when you come out. It's a great time. Make sure you're there.
We already beat BD last Friday. This Friday,
Pike.
coming for you, Pike.
We're ready.
Coming for you at the crib. We beating y'all. We beating y'all. It ain't nothing to us.
Yeah, it's our second to final home game of the year. So it's big you guys come out, especially you seniors who want to live up senior year the best you can. Come out to the home games. Come out to football home games. Great time. Paint up. Do your thing.
Also, I heard that the track team are doing push-ups for $1 at the tailgate, so you don't want to miss that this Friday.
There you go. Get some strong.
Yes.
Hey, she doing like 50 push-ups. Right? You doing 50?
No.
Well, that does it for us. We will see you tomorrow, Warriors.